Good evening, everybody, and welcome into the Buckeye Racing Network. I'm Tyler Bentley. Alongside me in the booth, as always, is Tim Henderson. Tim, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing wonderful. How about yourself, Bentley?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic. We are live here at the Lernerville Speedway with the League of Outlaws IMCA Style Modified Series, round number 4. Tonight is the ESD Performance 25. Feature will be 25 laps. Looks like 11, maybe 12 drivers now signed in for action here. Take a look at the times on the left-hand side of your screen in tonight's practice session. Jared Murphy and brother James Murphy atop of the board, a 16:27 and a 16:30 respectively. Tyler Bickford hanging in there at a 16:31. AJ Hunsinger a 16:33 here tonight. Well, as always with Lernerville, drivers got to be careful with running the cushion if the line gets pushed up that high this evening. Is these cars, you will jump the cushion. It's very treacherous. The banking falls away once you jump the cushion from the actual racing surface. So we'll keep an eye on that as the night progresses. Practice session wrapping up though. We're going to roll into our first heat race of the night. We'll take a look at the starting lineup here. Heat race number 1. Front row is going to be Mason Bistodeau and Ty Dickinson. Row 2 is going to be Josh Madsen and Tyler Bickford. Row 3 is going to be Braden Jarvis and AJ Hunsinger. Eight laps the distance here. There will be 2 heats. All drivers will make the feature here tonight, so nothing to worry about there. Fairly new to the series, though, Mason Bistodeau in the 022 machine. The inside of row number 1, series regular. Now Ty Dickinson on his outside. And of course, Tyler Bickford there in the 07 machine, series regular as well. And league owner AJ Hunsinger will bring up the tail of our first heat race. But up to this point, though, 3 races down. James Murphy at the top of the point standings in these first 3 races. Again, if you're watching for the first time with us tonight here on the Buckeye Racing Network, welcome in. Enjoy yourselves. Have a good time. If you're a fan of one of the drivers here tonight, let us know you're watching. Let us know who you're rooting for in the chat. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button so you know each and every time we go live. Pace truck's going to peel off the banking on the right-hand side. Head to the work area. Mason Bistodeau steps on the gas. Green flag is in the air for heat race number 1. Bistodeau followed by Dickinson. That's going to be close out of turn 2 down the back straightaway for the first time. Tyler Bickford following closely behind in third. He takes the inside, but Bistodeau and Dickinson uses the outside line. Look at Bickford, Tim, down low. He's making it work.
Yeah, he's just wrapping all the way around the bottom. We've seen that line used many times here before, where you just clip that left front and roll it in the grass.
Absolutely. He knows how to do it. We've seen him do it many a time. Mason Bistodeau trying to hold fast up there on the outside. Maybe going to try to pinch the inside. Did a little bit into the corner and drifts up on the exit. Bickford still down there. Ty Dickinson watching it all from his third place running position. There's AJ Hunsinger making a move to the inside of Braden Jarvis, as they're going to be a dead heat down the back straightaway and into turn 3. Back up front to the battle for the lead. Bickford still working the inside as we are at the halfway point in heat 1. 4 down and 4 to go. Bickford to the lead. Bistodeau in second. Ty Dickinson takes a look to the inside. Now Bistodeau's going to switch it up and use the inside on Bickford. Oh, he's going to try to slide up, but Bickford is there. Racing into turn 3. Bistodeau probably going to try a slider, but he jumps into the grass area, and the car got upset, and Bickford had to move way up the racetrack, and it's probably a good thing he did, or there would have been contact, and there is this time. Bistodeau, Bickford banging wheels out of turn number 2. Ty Dickinson right there, though. Anything happens further, Dickinson will go to the lead. White flag, though, this time in heat race number 1. Bistodeaux, go ahead.
I was just going to say, Dickinson just got to be thinking, come on, boys, do it again so I can take an advantage.
Out of turn number 4, Tyler Bickford holds on in a wild one in our heat 1. Mason Bistodeaux will be second, Ty Dickinson third. Braden Jarvis holds off A.J. Hunsinger for 4th. And then Josh Madsen rounds out the group there in 6th. Real quick, as I forgot to turn off a couple of things before we got going here. We'll take care of that now. And take a look at heat race number 2. Thomas Levister, series regular, will start on the inside of row 1. Robert Floyd on the outside. Row number 2 will be the Murphy brothers. James on the inside, Jared on the outside. And row number 3 will be Dominic Wright and Matt Taylor. And of course, let's reset timing and scoring here one time. There we go. That looks better on the left-hand side. Kane Bell says, do you all have a Discord that posts when you guys race? We at the Buckeye Racing Network do not have a Discord, but the League of Outlaws, this series, does have a Discord. We can get you that information if you need, Kane. But the Buckeye Racing Network has a Facebook page. Just let us know which Discord you are looking for, and we'll try to get that information over to you. All right, Tim. Heat Race 2 is about to kick off. Get us going.
Alrighty, I was just getting him the site. Thomas Levister is going to lead him through 3 and 4, and he fires away. James Murphy looks to the inside. That O2 machine gets off to a great launch. He's going to take advantage of that outside line and possibly clear himself as now Levister ships it down into 3 to 3 wide off of 4. Levister slides into second.
Oh!
Jared half spins.
Oh, he's lost the left front wheel.
Oh, you don't need the left front. As long as you can turn that thing. Come on, Jared.
Dominic Wright also bringing that car into the pit area. But James Murphy's battling hard on the inside of Robert Floyd, but Floyd's got to fend him off for now down into turn number 3. Matt Taylor working the outside of the racetrack, making some headway up there. Thomas Levister slots back into the 4th spot for now. Jared Murphy, Dominic Wright in the work area from their contact there a couple laps ago. A dead heat this time down the back straightaway for the lead. What is going to happen? It's going to be a 3-car battle. Matt Taylor has got that outside rolling here at the halfway point of heat 2. I'll tell you, a great battle here in heat race 2. Robert Floyd, he's moved up and kind of closed off that outside line from Matt Taylor. Now he moves down to the middle. James Murphy kind of slides across Floyd's nose. Floyd's going to have the inside line into 3. James Murphy all the way up to the top shelf. 2 to go in heat 2.
Oh, little contact between Robert Floyd and Matt Taylor.
That's going to allow James Murphy to move ahead to about a half a second advantage. White flag in the air one more time around. Robert Floyd holding on to second for now. Matt Taylor there in third. Again, Thomas Levister in 4th. James Murphy found a way to move forward, and he's going to bring home the checkered flag here in heat race number 2. Robert Floyd will be second. Matt Taylor will finish third. Thomas Levister will finish 4th. Looks like Jared Murphy will be credited with the 5th position, and Dominic Wright will be 6th. All right, drivers, we'll head out onto the racetrack now. 5 minutes on the clock. for our warm-up session here before we get into our main event. A final tune-up session for these guys, especially for maybe some of the newcomers to get some extra laps, as these are a special custom fixed setup with added weight and less horsepower. In the meantime, we are going to step aside for a few moments to get a word from our sponsors over at Premier Racing Setups. All right, everybody, welcome back in here. Underneath a minute to go in our warm-up session. Drivers getting in those final practice laps. Again, big thanks to our partners over at Premier Racing Setups. Don't forget to use code Buckeye15 for 15% off of a setup pack. Try Premier Racing Setups today. All right, 12 drivers. In just a few short moments, we'll be doing battle for that checkered flag here tonight. Again, a long season, 22 weeks in total, some big races upcoming in the near future with the League of Outlaws series. Just stay tuned to their website and their Discord channels for that information. And again, we will post some about that on our Facebook page and YouTube as well. All right, let's take a look at the starting lineup for our feature event. Row number 1 is going to be Tyler Bickford and James Murphy. Row 2, it will be Mason Bistodeau and Robert Floyd. Row 3, Ty Dickinson and Matt Taylor. Row 4 will be Braden Jarvis and Thomas Levister. Row 5 will be AJ Hunsinger and Jared Murphy. Row 6 will be Josh Madsen and Dominic Wright. All right, field rolls on to the racetrack. And as we always do, it's the time of the night to pick our drivers to watch. I'll throw it to you, Tim. Who do you got?
Well, you beat me. You beat me to it. But I think there's a... I feel like I say this about every broadcast, every driver. You can pick every driver. But for this instance, I think I'm going to just pick Mason Bistodeau. I think I said that all wrong, but who are you picking?
I'll tell you what, I'm going to keep my eye on Tyler Bickford. I know he's starting in the first spot, but he's shown speed each and every week. And he's got to fend off that charge from James Murphy, who's dominated the early part of this season. So we'll see how things shake out at the end of these 25 laps. Pace truck's already off. We are ready to go. Everybody steps on the gas. Green flag is waving. We are rocking and rolling from the Lernerville Speedway. Bistodeau, James Murphy, side by side into turn 3 for the first lap. Uh-oh, be careful. Bickford almost got a little bit too high. You saw he had to kill a lot of momentum, maybe jump on the binders there in the middle of 3 and 4 to keep that from jumping over the banking. That has allowed now James Murphy and Mason Bistodeau to close right in on his rear bumper. Meanwhile, Robert Floyd under fire from that 67 machine of Ty Dickinson. Now Dickinson might be in the middle of 3 wide here. And that's Braden Jarvis and Matt Taylor. As he's in the middle of those two. 3 wide behind them, AJ Hunsinger, Jared Murphy, Thomas Levister. All 3 wide. Good battles here up front, though. James Murphy already taking a peek to the inside of Tyler Bickford. Let's see what happens this time into 3. Look at Bistodeau all the way down low. He had to jump on the brakes because he hit that weird spot. 2 cars up over. I think Levister was one of them. He's rejoining. But Robert Floyd was up and over. Uh-oh, there goes Matt Taylor. It looks like he's going to continue rolling. We'll keep an eye on him to make sure he rejoins on the racetrack, and does. But back up front, Tyler Bickford, James Murphy still in a heated battle here. They've put a little bit of a gap back to Bistodeau, who's running comfortably in the 3rd spot. And he has a gap back to the 67 of Ty Dickinson. Don't look now, Jared Murphy is on a tear. +5, 6 laps into this one, and he is looking to get around the 67 machine of Ty Dickinson. AJ Hunsinger has been following Jared Murphy through as well. Back up front, looks like Bickford has been able to hold off James Murphy for now. Murphy's going to ride in the 2nd place spot. First battle on the racetrack. Looks like it's going to be Josh Madsen and Robert Floyd. That's a battle right inside of the top 10, 9th and 10th. Madsen in that 3 machine down low. Floyd in the 0-2. Running through the middle and a little higher on the racetrack. Move Floyd into P9, Madsen back to 10th. Looks like Ty Dickinson took a peek to the inside of Mason Bistodeau. That's going to close everything up. Move 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Really close together. Jared Murphy drives deep into turn 3. Uh-oh, a couple cars getting together a little further back. Robert Floyd and I think Braden Jarvis got tangled up. Both of them able to gather it back in and continue going. But tense moment for those two.
James Murphy trying to close the gap as he runs the outside right behind Bickford. Both of them are running high. Murphy runs about the middle there, trying to find some sort of momentum.
Yeah, absolutely. Those two have kind of scampered away. They've put 2 seconds between themselves and third place Mason Bistodeau. Bistodeau has quite a bit of company behind him. The likes of Jared Murphy, Ty Dickinson, AJ Huntsinger, and Dominic Wright, all within striking distance of third place position Mason Bistodeau. Robert Floyd, Braden Jarvis still battling side by side. Those two haven't been able to leave each other alone. Meanwhile, Thomas Levister has caught back up to the tail of the field. He's looking to get around the outside of the three of Josh Matz and Matt Taylor right behind him as well. This is 10th, 11th, and 12th on the racetrack. Quick check back up front. Still the same for now. Tyler Bickford leads James Murphy, and James Murphy is there if Bickford makes any mistakes. Bistodeau, Jared Murphy, Ty Dickinson, AJ Huntsinger. Single file for now. Dominic Wright in 7th. Braden Jarvis still takes a peek down to the inside. Nothing doing that time. Pretty much single file through the field as Matt Taylor just took a peek to the inside of Thomas Levister for the 10th spot. Levister with that momentum is able to retain that spot for now. AJ Huntsinger trying to pull a slider on Ty Dickinson. Out of 2. Drives it hard into turn 3. Going to try to fit in that gap between Jared Murphy and Ty Dickinson. Wasn't able to that time. Going to have to try it once more into 1. Looks like this time it will work. AJ Huntsinger into 5th, but Ty Dickinson's going to try the crossover into turn 3.
He's going to try and one-up AJ here. Not quite enough clearance there. He had maybe just a little checkup on the inside.
Absolutely. Great battling here for the 5th spot. Looks like AJ's going to pull away just enough to keep from Ty Dickinson trying the slider, but now Dominic Wright takes a peek to the inside of Dickinson. Didn't have enough momentum there. Jared Murphy, he takes a peek to the inside of Mason Bistodeau. As they come across the line with 3 laps to go. Jared Murphy, or James Murphy, right behind Bickford. Go ahead, Tim.
Bickford kind of changed his lineup. I noticed he's not using the same line. It looks like he's going to go high here. I think next lap through 3 and 4, he's going to go way low and slide right back up to the high side.
Man, James Murphy is right there. He's going to drive hard into turn 3 this time. Take a big slide job through the 3 and 4. White flag is waving. What's Bickford going to do into turn 1? He's going to try to pull off a slider himself. Not quite able to complete it, though, as they're going to be a dead heat into turn number 3 for the final time. Bickford drives hard into 3 and 4. Is he going to be able to hold on? No. James Murphy wins in a thriller here tonight at the Lernerville Speedway. Awesome racing between James and Tyler. Wow, what a finish. Mason Bistodeau rounds out our podium tonight. We'll get to talk to our top 3 in a couple of moments, but wow, we're going to take a minute to kind of catch our breath. Our top 3 is going to pull on the front straightaway and look at the final race results. Wow, what a finish. James Murphy wins by not quite 2/10 here tonight. 0.18 of a second. Great run by him here tonight. Tyler Bickford in 2nd, Mason Bistodeau 3rd. Jared Murphy improved to 4th. AJ Huntsinger to 5th. Ty Dickinson finishes 6th tonight. Dominic Wright 7th. Robert Floyd finishes 8th. And Thomas Levister 9th. Matt Taylor, Brandon Jarvis, and Josh Madsen must have tangled up because they're all scored 4 laps down here, 10th, 11th, and 12th here tonight. Kick off tonight's interviews. We'll start things off talking to the 022 of Mason Bistodeau. Hey, Mason, it's Tyler and Tim up in the booth. Do you got a copy?
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, I believe this may have been your first race with the League of Outlaws, so a couple questions. First and foremost, how was your first race with the series here tonight?
It was fun. It was different because there's different setups that we're running.
Yeah, absolutely a little bit different to replicate that IMCA style. Well, tonight, great run for you, great showing in your first race. Come home with the top 3. Maybe what more did you need to get up there and challenge Bickford and Murphy as the laps wound down?
A better track conditions. It was starting to get hard to figure out a line.
Absolutely. It looks like the top 2 was able to use the outside. Did you find the outside or the inside to be better for you here tonight?
The middle and 3 and 4 and the outside 1 and 2, like a slider line.
All right. Tim Henderson, do you have anything to ask Mason?
Yeah, Mason, what did you need to adapt to the track a little bit more?
Couple more laps and then I maybe would have figured out a line.
All right, Mason. Well, before we let you go here tonight, anybody you need to thank?
Mason Klein, Motorsports. He helps me with all the setups sometimes in other races and helps me all around in the game and helps me get better.
All right. Well, big congratulations for coming home in third here tonight in your first race, and we'll let you celebrate it.
Alrighty.
All right. Again, that was our third place finisher here tonight, Mason Bistodeau. Now we'll move on and talk to Tyler Bickford. Hey, Tyler, it's Tyler and Tim up in the booth. Do you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, I'll tell you what, you and James put on a heck of a show there in the feature. You guys ran nose to tail for most of it and waited to the final couple laps to start battling and had a heck of a great finish out of turn 4. Unfortunately, not on the best end of that, but still a great run for you overall here tonight.
Yeah, man, it was a great race. I heard James behind me the entire time, so I was just kind of holding the line. I knew it was coming eventually.
Yeah, absolutely. I was kind of wondering how everything would pan out. We were watching the battles throughout the rest of the field and knew you guys were running nose to tail. It seemed like the outside worked for you the best tonight. And James pulled that crazy slider, and you tried to give him one back and into 3 and 4 on the final lap. And it looks like you just clipped the grass area there, and it really upset the car.
I wasn't actually going to throw a slider right there. I was going to run bottom, but the grass messed up my turn, pushed out a little bit. You can get a good drive off the bottom right there if you hit it just right. I was hoping I could beat him to the line.
Oh, the way it looked on screen, it looked like a slider, but yeah, I didn't know how it turned out, especially with the way the grass kind of pushed the car way up the hill there.
Yeah, that happens.
Tim, do you have anything to ask Tyler?
Yeah, Tyler, if you said that you knew that he was right behind you, you think you could have done anything different to keep him behind you in the closing laps?
Probably not. He was faster than me. I knew it. I'm good at Lernerville. I'm just good at hitting my marks at Lernerville. I won't put down the fastest lap. So I knew James was eventually going to get past me. It was just a matter of when.
Well, Tyler, still a great showing here tonight and put on a heck of a show for us up here in the booth and everybody watching at home. Before we let you go, anybody you need to thank?
I gotta thank you guys for broadcasting, the League Outlaws for putting it on, East Coast Cinesports for having me on the team, and that's it.
All right. Well, again, congratulations on that second place finish here tonight. We'll let you celebrate it.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You as well. All right. Now we'll talk to our winner here tonight. Hey, James, it's Tyler and Tim up in the booth. Do you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, I tell you what, we just talked to Mr. Bickford. What a great run for you two, putting on a good show for us, especially there in the closing laps. You ran right on the bumper of Bickford. It seemed like all 25 laps, and in the final two, you finally made your move, and what a heck of a slider you pulled to take that lead.
Yeah, we got going there, and it looked like he was going to go off about every lap, so I decided to play a little safe and leave a little bit of room. And he got about 5 to go, and he hadn't went off yet, so I had to do something. So I was starting to throw them sliders, and I didn't want to short slide him, so I fully commit to sliding it. I was either going to go off or I was going to clear it. So we was able to clear him and get it done.
Absolutely, and did a fantastic job, put on a great show doing it. Tim, do you have anything to ask James?
Yeah, James. Can you tell us about how difficult it is to complete the slide job and throughout the race? What was the difference between the beginning? What did the track feel like at the beginning during your heat races as opposed to the end?
I think the middle just got a little too slick to run, and the momentum came in, so that's why it moved to the top. And what I like doing, I just full send the sliders. I don't like halfway doing them. I don't want no mirror, no. I'm on a single monitor, so I can't see. So I want to make sure I clear it. So I just full send it and hope I don't go off.
Well, I think that echoes to both Tim and I as well, being on single monitors ourselves when it comes to doing some of the dirt stuff. You know, we're not near as good at it as you are, but we definitely know that feeling of trying to pull a slider off when you can't hardly see much out the windshield in that single monitor. Well, James, fantastic run. Domination continues here in the early part of this season. Who do you need to thank here tonight?
I thank y'all for the broadcast and everybody with the League of Outlaws, AJ Hunsinger with the rap and Talking Dirt.
All right, James. Again, congratulations on the victory. We'll let you celebrate it.
Appreciate it.
All right, that's going to conclude our interviews here tonight. Wow, what a finish here tonight at the Lernerville Speedway, Tim. It's got to rank up there with some of the best finishes, maybe the first or even the second best finish we've ever witnessed here on the Buckeye Racing Network.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's certainly up there.
It certainly is.
All right.
I can think of one other time with a fantastic finish, and that was Regal Promotions Esports back in the spring rush at the Williams Grove Speedway on the final lap. I believe Cole DeWeese brought that win home in a close one out of turn number 4.
Yeah, it was Cole DeWeese sneaking out a win over Caden Berry in that race.
Absolutely. And tonight, James Murphy pulled off the victory here tonight against Tyler Bickford. So, I don't know which one is better. You know, we probably would have to take that up to a vote. But great night of racing and a fantastic finish here tonight with the League of Outlaws. Upcoming for us on the Buckeye Racing Network tomorrow night, we'll be live with Regal Promotions Esports Harvest Cup 360 Sprint Car Division. I believe already into round number 5 in that series. So come on out, be part of that with us. We'll be live at about 10 minutes after 8 Eastern Time tomorrow. The 305 Harvest Cup is running just before that. I know Tim Henderson is taking part in that. He has been this season. That's broadcasted live on Regal Promotions Esports YouTube channel. So you can check out the 305 Harvest Cup, and afterwards we'll be live with the 360 Harvest Cup right here on the Buckeye Racing Network. And after that, we won't be live until next Sunday night for round number 5 of the League of Outlaws season. That's going to do it for us tonight from the Lernerville Speedway. For Tim Henderson, I'm Tyler Bentley. Good night, everybody.